Welcome to the heart of Islam, the holy city of Mecca. This is the land where faith, history, and spirituality come together in a way unlike any other. It is here that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born, where he received his first divine revelation in the Cave of Hira, and where his prophetic mission began, changing the course of history forever. Mecca is home to Masjid Al-Haram, the most sacred mosque in Islam, which houses the Kaaba, the Qibla, direction of prayer, for over 1 billion Muslims worldwide. But beyond this magnificent mosque, the city holds many other sacred sites, each with its own story of devotion, trials, and triumphs. In today's journey, we will walk in the footsteps of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his beloved companions, exploring the places that played a crucial role in the early days of Islam. From the hills where the first verses of the Quran were revealed to the valleys where the early Muslims faced immense hardships, we will uncover the deep spiritual and historical significance of Mecca. And here's something intriguing: do you know why non-Muslims are not allowed to enter Mecca? Stay with me till the end of the video, and I'll reveal the fascinating reasons behind this rule. You might be surprised. So, let's begin our incredible journey through the holiest city in Islam, Mecca. Our journey begins at the holiest site in Islam, Masjid Al-Haram. Here, millions gather every year to perform tawaf around the Kaaba, a ritual that has been performed for over 1,400 years. It is said that even the prophets before Muhammad, peace be upon him, revered this sacred place. This is where the story of Islam unfolds, where prayers are answered, and where the spirit feels closest to Allah. Maqam Ibrahim, the station of Abraham, is a sacred site located near the Kaaba in Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. It is a small, golden-framed structure that houses a stone with the footprints of Prophet Ibrahim imprinted on it. According to Islamic tradition, Prophet Ibrahim and his son Prophet Ismail built the Kaaba by the command of Allah. As the walls of the Kaaba grew higher, Prophet Ibrahim stood on a stone, which miraculously rose and lowered to help him place the stones. His footprints were embedded into the stone, which is now preserved inside Maqam Ibrahim. Hajar Aswad, or the Black Stone, is one of the most sacred objects in Islam, located on the southeastern corner of the Kaaba in Masjid Al-Haram, Mecca. This revered stone holds deep historical, spiritual, and symbolic significance for Muslims worldwide. According to Islamic tradition, Hajar Aswad was sent down from paradise and was originally pure white, but it turned black over time due to the sins of mankind. During tawaf, circumambulation around the Kaaba, Muslims strive to touch or kiss Hajar Aswad, following the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. If unable to reach it, they point towards it from a distance while saying, "In the name of Allah, Allah is the greatest." The Kiswa is the black silk cloth that drapes over the Kaaba in Masjid Al-Haram, Mecca. It is one of the most revered and visually striking symbols of Islam, representing the sanctity and majesty of the house of Allah. According to Islamic tradition, the practice of covering the Kaaba began with Prophet Ismail. However, the first recorded Kiswa was placed by King Tuba of Yemen centuries before Islam. The Prophet Muhammad continued the tradition of draping the Kaaba, and after him, the practice was carried on by the caliphs, rulers, and Muslim leaders throughout history. Different rulers used white, green, and even red kiswas in history. The black color became standard during the Abbasid Caliphate. Sa'i is one of the essential rituals of Hajj and Umrah, where pilgrims walk 7 times between the hills of Safa and Marwah, located within Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. This sacred act commemorates the struggle and devotion of Hazrat Hajar, the wife of Prophet Ibrahim, and carries deep spiritual significance. Sa'i is more than just a ritual, it is a powerful reminder of faith, perseverance, and divine mercy. By walking in the footsteps of Hazrat Hajar, pilgrims connect with a timeless legacy of devotion and sacrifice. Our next stop is Masjid Al-Taneem, also known as Masjid Aisha, is one of the most significant mosques in Mecca. It is approximately 7 kilometers (4.3 miles) from the Kaaba, about a 15-minute drive, and serves as a Meeqat, designated boundary, for pilgrims performing Umrah, making it an essential stop for those who need to enter the state of Haram within Mecca. Masjid Al-Taneem is the second largest mosque in Mecca and it can accommodate over 47,000 worshippers. During the farewell Hajj, Hazrat Aisha wanted to perform Umrah after completing Hajj. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed her to go to Taneem, where she entered Haram before performing her Umrah. Since then, it has been a designated place for pilgrims in Mecca to enter Haram when performing additional Umrahs. Masjid Al-Taneem is not just a Meeqat, but a symbol of devotion, ease, and accessibility for pilgrims. Whether you are performing an additional Umrah or just visiting, it is a spiritually enriching place to experience. Jannat al-Mu'alla is one of the most sacred cemeteries in Islam, located in Mecca, just 1 kilometer north of Masjid Al-Haram. It is the final resting place of many of Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, family members and early companions, making it an important historical and spiritual site for Muslims. Several of the Prophet's closest relatives are buried here, including Abdul Muttalib, the Prophet's grandfather and guardian, Abu Talib, the Prophet's beloved uncle who protected him, Hazrat Khadija, the Prophet's first and most beloved wife, Qasim and Abdullah, the Prophet's sons who passed away in childhood. Jannat al-Mu'alla is not just a cemetery, it is a historical and spiritual landmark that connects Muslims to the legacy of the Prophet's family and the early believers. It serves as a reminder of the temporary nature of this world and the importance of faith, sacrifice, and devotion. Our next stop is Jabal al-Nur, the Mountain of Light, located about 7 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. It is home to one of the most sacred sites in Islamic history, the Cave of Hira. This small cave is where Prophet Muhammad received the first revelation of the Quran, marking the beginning of his prophethood. Before his prophethood, Prophet Muhammad would frequently retreat to Cave Hira to meditate and reflect on life, seeking closeness to Allah. In the year 610 CE, during the month of Ramadan, Angel Gabriel, appeared to the Prophet Muhammad and commanded him to read. This moment marked the beginning of the Quranic revelation and the mission of Islam. The cave is small, measuring about 12 feet long and 5 feet wide. It can only accommodate a few people at a time. It takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour to climb more than 1,200 steps leading to the cave. Despite its simplicity, stepping inside the cave allows visitors to reflect on the profound moment of revelation that took place here. The Cave of Hira is a place of deep spiritual significance, where the light of Islam first emerged. Visiting or learning about it allows Muslims to connect with the moment that changed history forever. Now we are heading to the Cave of Thawr, one of the most significant places in Islamic history, located in Jabal Thawr, about 7 kilometers south of Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. This cave became a refuge for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr during their migration to Medina to escape the Quraysh's persecution. The Quraysh searched for the Prophet and even reached the entrance of the cave. However, Allah's divine protection intervened and a spider spun a web across the cave's entrance. And a pigeon laid eggs nearby. Seeing this, the Quraysh assumed no one could be inside and left, allowing the Prophet and Abu Bakr to escape safely. This cave is larger than Cave Hira, measuring around 1.25 meters in height and 3.7 meters in width. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to climb due to its steep terrain. It provided a secure hiding spot for the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr during their 3-day stay. The Cave of Thawr is a symbol of faith, perseverance, and trust in Allah. It played a crucial role in protecting the Prophet, peace be upon him, at a critical moment in Islamic history. Our next stop is the Makkah Al-Mukarramah Library, a site of profound historical and spiritual significance in Islam. Located just a few hundred meters from Masjid Al-Haram, this library is believed to be the birthplace of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Historical accounts tell us that the Prophet was born at this location in 570 CE, in a house that belonged to his grandfather, Abdul Muttalib. This house was preserved for centuries, serving as a cherished landmark. In 1951, the Saudi government converted it into the Makkah Al-Mukarramah Library. While the library itself may not be a grand monument, it holds immeasurable historical and spiritual significance for Muslims worldwide. It stands as a testament to the rich heritage and deep-rooted history of Islam, offering visitors a unique connection to the life of the Prophet Muhammad. Now, let's explore the Zubaida Canal, one of the greatest engineering marvels in Islamic history. Built over 1,200 years ago, this ancient water system was commissioned by Queen Zubaida, the wife of the Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid, to supply water to Mecca and the pilgrims of Hajj. During her Hajj journey in 786 CE, Queen Zubaida witnessed the extreme hardships faced by pilgrims due to water shortages. In response, she ordered the construction of a massive water canal to bring water from nearby springs and wells to Mecca. The canal extended 35 kilometers, 22 miles, from Wadi Numan to Mecca, utilizing a sophisticated system of underground aqueducts, reservoirs, and stone tunnels to channel water. Engineered with remarkable precision, the Zubaida Canal continued to function for over 1,000 years with periodic renovations. This incredible feat of engineering ensured that Mecca had a continuous flow of fresh water despite its desert environment. The Zubaida Canal stands as a testament to how faith, generosity, and innovation can transform lives. Queen Zubaida's vision and dedication ensured that millions of pilgrims could perform Hajj and Umrah without suffering from water shortages, leaving a lasting legacy of compassion and ingenuity. Our next stop is Masjid Jinn, a truly unique and historically significant mosque located near Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca. This mosque is believed to be the site where a group of Jinn, supernatural beings, listened to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recite the Quran and subsequently embraced Islam. According to Islamic tradition, the Prophet was praying at night when a group of Jinn gathered to listen to his recitation of the Quran. Moved by the words of Allah, they accepted Islam and became believers. This event highlights the universal message of Islam, which extends beyond humans to all of Allah's creations. Masjid Jinn is not just a mosque, it is a powerful symbol of the Quran's ability to guide all beings, seen and unseen. Visiting this mosque offers believers a chance to reflect on the unseen world and the profound impact of the Quran. It serves as a reminder of the inclusivity and far-reaching influence of Islam's teachings. Let's now head to Mount Abu Qubays, one of the most historically and spiritually significant mountains in Mecca. Overlooking the Masjid Al-Haram and the Kaaba, this revered mountain is believed to be the first creation of Allah and holds profound connections to Islamic history. Mount Abu Qubays is renowned as the site where Prophet Muhammad performed the miracle of splitting the moon, a pivotal event in response to a challenge by the Quraysh. This mountain is more than just a geographical feature, it stands as a silent witness to some of the most momentous events in Islamic history. While Mount Abu Qubays is not accessible for visits, pilgrims and visitors can still reflect on its immense historical importance from the vicinity of the Masjid Al-Haram. This reflection offers a unique opportunity to connect with the rich tapestry of Islamic heritage and the profound events that have shaped its legacy. Our next destination is Masjid Al-Khayf, one of the most significant mosques in Islamic history, located in Mina, near Mecca. Known as the Mosque of the Prophets, it is believed that over 70 prophets prayed here, making it a site of immense spiritual value. During his farewell Hajj, Prophet Muhammad delivered a profound sermon near Masjid Al-Khayf, advising his companions about the rights of Muslims, justice, and the importance of unity. This sermon remains a cornerstone of Islamic teachings. Masjid Al-Khayf is primarily used during Hajj, as Mina remains largely uninhabited for the rest of the year. However, its historical and religious significance makes it a must-know landmark for any visitor to Mecca. This mosque is a powerful reminder of Islam's prophetic legacy and plays a crucial role in the Hajj. It stands as a testament to the enduring message of unity, justice, and faith that Prophet Muhammad imparted to his followers. Visiting Masjid Al-Khayf allows believers to connect deeply with the spiritual heritage of Islam and reflect on the timeless teachings of the Prophet. Our next destination is Jabal Rahmah, also known as the Mountain of Mercy, one of the most sacred sites in Islam. Located in Arafat, about 20 kilometers from Mecca, this revered mountain holds immense spiritual and historical significance. Jabal Rahmah is believed to be the place where Prophet Adam and Hawa, Eve, were reunited on earth after being sent down from paradise. It is also the site where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, delivered his farewell sermon during his last Hajj in 632 CE. This sermon, given on the 9th of Zul-Hijjah, is one of the most important speeches in Islamic history, emphasizing the principles of justice, equality, and the rights of all Muslims. Every year on the 9th of Zul-Hijjah, millions of Hajj pilgrims gather around Jabal Rahmah for the most crucial ritual of Hajj, standing in Arafat. This gathering is a powerful act of worship, symbolizing the unity and equality of all believers before Allah. Jabal Rahmah is not just a mountain, it is a place of profound spirituality, history, and divine mercy. Whether visiting during Hajj or outside the pilgrimage season, it serves as a powerful reminder of Allah's forgiveness and the enduring legacy of the prophets. This sacred site invites reflection and deep connection with the core values of Islam, inspiring believers to seek mercy and strive for righteousness. Our next stop is Masjid Al-Nimra, one of the most significant mosques in Islamic history, located in Arafat, about 20 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram near Mecca. This grand mosque can accommodate more than 350,000 worshippers and holds immense historical and spiritual importance. Masjid Al-Nimra is where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, delivered his farewell sermon during his last Hajj in 10 AH. His farewell sermon emphasized key principles of justice, equality, and the rights of all Muslims. Today, Masjid Al-Nimra serves as a major landmark for Hajj pilgrims, especially on the day of Arafah. Every year, millions of pilgrims gather at this mosque for the Hajj sermon and combined Zuhr and Asr prayers led by the Imam of the Kaaba in Mecca. This sermon is one of the most anticipated religious events globally and is broadcast to millions of Muslims worldwide. Masjid Al-Nimra is not just a mosque, it is a site of great historical and spiritual significance, closely linked to the Hajj pilgrimage and the legacy of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Every year, millions of Muslims pray, listen, and reflect on the Prophet's final words at this sacred location, drawing inspiration and guidance from his timeless message. Our next stop is Muzdalifah, known as the sacred land of reflection and preparation. Situated between Arafat and Mina, about 9 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram, Muzdalifah is a key location during Hajj. On the 9th of Dhul-Hijjah, after leaving Arafat, Hajj pilgrims spend the night under the open sky in Muzdalifah. This unique experience is a time for spiritual reflection, rest, and preparation for the final stages of Hajj. It is here that pilgrims collect 49 or 70 small pebbles, which they will use for the symbolic stoning of the Jamarat, Satan, in Mina over the next few days. Muzdalifah is the only place where all Hajj pilgrims must sleep under the open sky, a practice that fosters humility and submission to Allah. This act of spending the night in the open serves as a powerful reminder of the simplicity and equality that Hajj embodies. Muzdalifah is more than just a stop on the Hajj journey, it is a place of profound spiritual significance. It offers pilgrims a moment to reflect on their faith, renew their intentions, and prepare for the important rituals ahead. This sacred land stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of Hajj and the deep connection between believers and their Creator. Our next stop is Jamarat, which refers to the 3 stone pillars in Mina, about 7 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram. Here, Hajj pilgrims perform Rami al-Jamarat, the ritual of stoning the devil. This symbolic act is one of the most crucial parts of Hajj, reenacting Prophet Ibrahim's rejection of Satan's temptations. When Allah commanded Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his son, Ismail, Satan tried to distract and discourage him at 3 different locations in Mina. Angel Gabriel instructed Ibrahim to throw stones at Satan, rejecting his whispers. Following this sunnah, pilgrims today stone the 3 pillars, symbolizing their rejection of evil and submission to Allah. Jamarat is not just a ritual, it is a powerful act of devotion, symbolizing the eternal struggle against evil. Pilgrims leave this ritual spiritually stronger, reaffirming their commitment to obeying Allah and resisting temptation. This act of stoning the devil serves as a reminder of the importance of steadfastness and faith in the face of life's challenges. Our next destination is the grave of Sayyidah Maymuna, one of the mothers of the believers, located in Sarif, approximately 20 kilometers north of Mecca. She was the last wife of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and played a significant role in the history of Islam. Sayyidah Maymuna married the Prophet in 629 CE after the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. The marriage took place in Sarif, the very place where her grave is located today. She was the last woman to join the Prophet's household and was known for her piety, generosity, and wisdom. Before her death, she requested to be buried at the same place where she had married the Prophet. The grave of Sayyidah Maymuna is a site of deep historical and spiritual significance, reminding us of the remarkable women who supported and contributed to Islam. Her legacy continues to inspire Muslims around the world, highlighting the important role of women in the early Islamic community and their enduring impact on the faith. Our next stop is Masjid Al-Hudaibiyah, a mosque located at the site of the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, one of the most significant events in Islamic history. Situated about 22 kilometers west of Mecca, this mosque marks the place where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companions signed a pivotal treaty with the Quraysh of Mecca in 628 CE. The Prophet and 1,400 companions set out from Medina to perform Umrah, but the Quraysh blocked their entry into Mecca. After negotiations, a peace treaty was signed between the Muslims and the Quraysh. While some terms seemed unfavorable to the Muslims, the treaty ultimately paved the way for the peaceful conquest of Mecca in 8 AH and the spread of Islam. A mosque was later built at the site where the treaty was signed. Masjid Al-Hudaybiyah stands as a powerful reminder of patience, diplomacy, and divine wisdom. It symbolizes how apparent setbacks can turn into great victories through faith and perseverance. Visiting this mosque allows believers to reflect on the importance of strategic patience and the profound impact of the Prophet's leadership and vision. Our next stop is Al-Shabeka graveyard, one of the lesser-known but historically significant cemeteries in Mecca. While it may not be as famous as Jannat al-Mu'alla, Al-Shabeka holds the remains of many early Muslims and companions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This graveyard served as an important burial ground in the past, though much of its historical records have been lost over time. Despite its relative obscurity, Al-Shabeka graveyard remains a site of deep historical and spiritual significance. Visiting Al-Shabeka offers a moment of quiet reflection and remembrance. It is a place where one can honor the memory of the early Muslims who played a crucial role in the foundation and spread of Islam. This graveyard stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of those who devoted their lives to the faith, reminding us of the rich history that underpins Mecca's sacred landscape. Our next destination is the Well of Tuwa, a historically significant site in Mecca with a profound connection to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It is believed that the Prophet stopped here, bathed, and prayed before entering Mecca for the conquest of Mecca in 8 AH. This well holds immense spiritual and historical importance, making it a notable landmark for visitors exploring the sacred sites of Mecca. The well of Tuwa reflects the humility and devotion of Prophet Muhammad before the peaceful conquest of Mecca, serving as a powerful reminder of his dedication to Allah and his mission. Visiting the well of Tuwa offers a unique opportunity to connect with the rich history of Islam and reflect on the significant events that shaped its legacy. This site stands as a testament to the Prophet's unwavering faith and the profound impact of his actions on the Islamic world. Our next stop is the Kiswa factory in Mecca, the official facility responsible for producing the Kiswa, the exquisite black and gold cloth that covers the Kaaba. This factory plays a vital role in maintaining the sacred tradition of replacing the Kaaba's covering every year. Located about 11 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram, the Kiswa factory is a place of immense significance. The Kiswa is made from pure silk, embroidered with gold and silver calligraphy of Quranic verses. It is changed every year on the 9th of Dhul Hijjah during Hajj, symbolizing renewal and reverence. The factory was established in 1927 under the order of King Abdulaziz, the founder of modern Saudi Arabia. Before this, the Kiswa was produced in Egypt and other regions for centuries. A special permit and appointment are required to visit the Kiswa factory, where over 700 kilograms of pure silk, dyed black, are used to create the Kiswa. It is made in 5 separate pieces, including the door curtain, and is carefully stitched and assembled to ensure a perfect fit for the Kaaba. The Kiswa factory is not just a textile production facility, it is a sacred institution preserving one of Islam's holiest traditions. Visiting the factory offers a unique glimpse into the meticulous craftsmanship and deep devotion that go into creating the Kiswa, reflecting the profound respect and love Muslims have for the Kaaba. Our next stop is the Clock Tower Museum, located inside the iconic Abraj al-Bayt Clock Tower in Mecca. This museum offers a unique blend of astronomical and historical experiences, situated at the top of the world's 3rd tallest building. From here, visitors can enjoy breathtaking views of Masjid Al-Haram and embark on an immersive journey through Islamic timekeeping and celestial studies. The museum highlights how Muslims have historically measured time using astronomy, emphasizing the importance of the moon and stars in determining prayer times and the Islamic calendar. The Mecca clock, which is 35 times bigger than Big Ben in London, features clock faces that are 43 meters in diameter and can be seen from over 25 kilometers away. A ticket is required to enter the museum, costing 150 Saudi Riyal. The best time to visit is at sunset and nighttime, offering stunning views of Mecca illuminated against the night sky. The Clock Tower Museum is a must-visit destination for anyone interested in Islamic astronomy, history, and the awe-inspiring views of the Kaaba. It provides a unique opportunity to connect with the rich heritage of Islamic timekeeping and appreciate the grandeur of Mecca from a remarkable vantage point. Our next destination is the Mecca Museum, also known as the Al-Zahir Palace Museum, one of the most important cultural landmarks in Mecca. This museum offers visitors a deep dive into the rich history of Islam, the Kaaba, and the city of Mecca itself. Housed in a beautifully restored Ottoman-era palace, the museum showcases rare artifacts, ancient manuscripts, and historical relics related to Islamic heritage. The museum highlights Mecca's transformation from a small desert town to the holiest city in Islam. It features archaeological findings, rare Quranic manuscripts, and ancient Islamic coins. Visitors can also see the evolution of the Kaaba through models depicting its appearance in different eras and view old kiswas, Kaaba coverings, used throughout Islamic history. Located about 10 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram, the Mecca Museum was built in the 1940s and is open to visitors from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. This hidden gem is a must-visit for history lovers, offering a rare and insightful journey through the spiritual and cultural heritage of Islam. Exploring the Mecca Museum allows visitors to connect deeply with the historical and spiritual legacy of Islam, providing a unique perspective on the profound significance of Mecca and its sacred sites. Our next stop is Masjid Al-Bayah, a historic mosque in Mecca located about 7 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram. This mosque marks the site where the Pledge of Aqaba took place, a pivotal moment in Islamic history. It was here that the early Ansar from Medina pledged allegiance to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, leading to the eventual migration to Medina. In 621 CE, a group of 12 men from Medina secretly met with Prophet Muhammad at Aqaba and pledged their faith in Islam. The following year, 75 men and 2 women from Medina reaffirmed their loyalty and promised to support the Prophet, even in battle. This event laid the foundation for the first Muslim community in Medina. To commemorate this significant event, Caliph al-Mansur of the Abbasid dynasty ordered the construction of Masjid al-Bayah at the exact location of the pledge. Though small, the mosque holds immense historical and religious significance. Masjid al-Bayah is more than just a historic mosque, it is a symbol of faith, unity, and the foundation of the first Muslim community in Medina. Visiting this mosque allows believers to reflect on the profound commitment and unity that characterized the early Muslim community, inspiring a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices and dedication that shaped the course of Islamic history. Our next destination is the exhibition of the Two Holy Mosques architecture in Mecca, a must-visit museum that showcases the architectural evolution and rich history of Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca and Masjid An-Nabawi in Medina. Located about 11 kilometers from Masjid Al-Haram, this exhibition houses rare artifacts, original architectural pieces, and historical relics from both mosques, offering visitors a deep appreciation of their sacred legacy. The exhibition features historical models, blueprints, and photographs that illustrate the development of Masjid Al-Haram. Visitors can see old Kiswas, Kaaba coverings, wooden and stone pillars of the Kaaba, and even old doors of the Holy Kaaba. The museum also displays parts of the original pulpit and doors of the Prophet's Mosque in Medina, along with rare manuscripts and historical calligraphy from the Prophet's Mosque. Beautiful inscriptions and intricate Islamic architectural patterns used in both mosques are showcased, highlighting the exquisite craftsmanship and artistic heritage of Islamic architecture. The exhibition of the Two Holy Mosques architecture is a treasure trove of Islamic history, architecture, and sacred relics. It offers a rare glimpse into the heritage of Mecca and Medina, allowing visitors to connect deeply with the spiritual and cultural legacy of these two holy cities. Our final destination is the Zamzam Well, one of the most sacred and miraculous water sources in Islam. Located within Masjid Al-Haram, near the Kaaba, this well has been flowing continuously for over 4,000 years. Muslims around the world revere Zamzam water for its purity, spiritual significance, and miraculous origin. According to Islamic tradition, Prophet Ibrahim left his wife Hajar and their infant son Ismail in the barren desert of Mecca by Allah's command. As baby Ismail cried in thirst, Hajar ran between the hills of Safa and Marwah searching for water. In response to her faith and struggle, Allah sent angel Gabriel, who struck the ground, causing water to gush forth, creating the Zamzam well. This well allowed Mecca to become a habitable city, attracting travelers and settlers, and it became the center of pilgrimage as people came to drink from this blessed source. Prophet Muhammad said that the best water on the face of the earth is Zamzam. In it, there is food for nourishment and healing for illness. The Zamzam well is a symbol of faith, divine mercy, and a miracle that continues to sustain millions of Muslims worldwide. Visiting the Zamzam well offers a profound connection to the spiritual heritage of Islam, reminding believers of the enduring power of faith and the divine blessings that continue to flow through this sacred site. This concludes our enlightening journey through the most sacred and historical sites in Mecca. As we discussed earlier, the question of why non-Muslims are not allowed to visit Mecca and Medina is quite complex. Firstly, it's important to note that the Holy Quran does not explicitly support the concept of banning non-Muslims from these holy cities. During the time of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, after the Muslims' victory over Mecca, idolaters lived in the city, and many others visited to hold discussions with the Prophet without facing discrimination based on their faith. Remarkably, the Prophet even allowed Christians to perform their prayers in Masjid Nabawi in Medina. The restriction on non-Muslims visiting Mecca and Medina appears to be more of a political issue rather than a purely religious one. Non-Muslims were not officially banned from Mecca until 473 years after the founding of Islam. This law was first instituted under the ruler Nur ad-Din in 1081 AD, following an incident where Pope Sixtus sent spies to attempt to remove the Prophet Muhammad's body and return it to Rome. This was part of the Pope's efforts to weaken and discredit Islam during the Crusades, prompting the official ban on non-Muslims visiting these holy cities. Now it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me on this spiritual journey. I hope it has inspired you to explore and appreciate the rich history and sacredness of Mecca. Until next time, goodbye.